And hello, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary friends. Welcome back to some more Hades 2. In this video, we will be looking at, pending any future balance patches, one of, if not the strongest builds in the game, which is getting Poseidon on the staff special there. I think it'll be pretty self-evident just how strong it is, but we'll also explain other stuff to get for as well. Firstly, let's look at the Arcana deck here. As you can see, I've fully upgraded the ones I have equipped because I've been playing a shit ton of this game, as it turns out. I love it, not feeling any burnout yet at all either. Still haven't gotten this last, presumably last grasp upgrade, but that's all right. That's okay. So we have the Poseidon keepsake on, and we are taking the aspect of Momus. Hopefully that's how you pronounce that. Mainly because the extra special power there, nice little cherry on top, but this build works very, very well with the base aspect of Millennium staff too. So on top of the special, we also want to go for, there he is, the Poseidon Legendary here. King Tide, which I've actually never gotten, but it makes your splash effects larger and deal plus 150% bonus damage versus Guardians. It is completely busted, for what I can tell. People are beating this game very quickly with this build. Like, you know, already getting sub 9-minute time, sub 8 minutes 30. It's pretty wild. Other things we could possibly look for would be Killer Current. This would be good. Scalding Vapor is also wonderful, so that will be something to look out for as well. To help facilitate getting that legendary, as you saw, there is two prerequisites for their Crashing Wave and also Slippery Slope. So in the Fear setting, the new heat setting for Hades, there's this one here, Vow of Forsaking. After you choose a boon, 2 unpicked blessings will not appear again this night. I don't know that necessarily helps legendaries show up, but it will make sure that boons that we don't really want to see will stop showing up. So in some ways, this is a boon versus a negative. On top of that, we'll take, we'll just put some timer there. This is quite a fast build, so I think we'll be fine. And then 20% speed on foes, because why not? Make things a little bit spicy. So here we go.
I'll make this count.
Dams are niece. Ramshackle structures mortals use to hold my waters back. But when I'm angry, my water crashes through. Be like that water. Don't hold back, all right?
But the dams help make electricity, like your brother, Zeus. Nice. Okay, so here's the great thing about these keepsakes. Once they're fully upgraded, you can very easily get a heroic core boon right away. And so you saw the red there. That was those other boons just gone now. They will not show up again. So that should really help get us the other 2 prerequisites for that legendary, and not have to worry about using rerolls. So as you can see, the staff special fires very, very quickly, and Poseidon offers a lot of splash damage. So it's all helps you clear rooms very, very fast. It's almost certainly going to be something that they balance. Hopefully they don't nerf this too badly and instead make other things more powerful. That's always an interesting difference of philosophy, I feel, about what do you nerf versus what do you just make more powerful to help get that difference a little bit tighter, huh? I think it always seems like it's often the case that developers will try to just nerf something instead of trying to make things more powerful. Maybe it's just, it's naturally a little bit easier to do one versus the other, but it can have kind of an anti-fun component when things that are strong just get nerfed, right? Seems to be kind of the case that's happening with Helldivers 2 right now. Wonderful. So this is what completely busts this build too. Double Moonshot. Your special fires 2 projectiles that seek foes. As it is now, everything that happens from the initial special also procs. So the Poseidon splash will still proc. So we've basically doubled our damage here right now.
Imbued with
And I'm actually going to disrespect Chaos here. Not because he isn't good, and for the sake of the timer, you'd want to do that. But Apollo is a great god to have, so we're going to go ahead and get Apollo. Hopefully get his dash, which would be great. So you see, mini boss gone, vaporized.
A princess like yourself must have suitors of all sorts. I've had my share, though I'm not the marrying type. And besides, I don't think Hera would oblige.
And we are going to roll here.
Infinite possibility.
And so blinding sprint is great because it's fast. And in addition to that, it causes daze, a curse that lasts 9 seconds. So as soon as we get that slippery slope on Poseidon, we will have privilege status, or obligation, as it's called in this game. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of the build at this point. It's ridiculously strong, as you can see. When we get to Hecate, you're going to see... I'm not going to spend a roll there. I was thinking about it, but there's really no guarantee it will be a Boon anyway, so it'll be fine. Hello.
Soul tonic.
Arachne, nice. But yeah, obviously will be balanced in some way, whether that's balancing the Poseidon special damage or just a specific hammer, who knows.
By now. It's fortunate for me that they mostly like to stay put, so I can just keep out of their way. But you're bigger, and you can't just slip by, huh?
And we will just take the full armor here, yeah. And get some fuck fabric while we're at it. Ooh, nice. That's beautiful.
Farewell, my friend.
Let us go with Poseidon first. So, crashing wave will do just nicely here. I would rather get slippery slope for the priv status, but we do want this. And we just want to double check. We are totally fine with these boons not showing up again either.
They'll drown.
Perhaps someday we'll all be able to resolve our differences more sensibly. But we're the gods and we're a family, damn it.
Yeah, so let's kill each other.
Personal cousin.
But on the balance side of things, I thought it was funny that
Oh, he's obsessed.
I think the CEO of Arrowhead, who made Helldivers 2, was like, yeah, I think we may have gone a bit far in nerfing things. And it's like, motherfucker, you're the CEO. Shouldn't you have that all under control? Shouldn't you be doing what you want to do there? But anyway.
Sorry about that, Sunshine. When my wrath flares up, probably best not to be anywhere in the vicinity.
Are we ever gonna get 3 of those? I don't know. I think at this point I will just take... I think I'll take Nova Strike. Just to fill in that slot. Though actually, you know, that could result in Poseidon offering like a... Oh, that's actually interesting. So if Wave Strike is now out of the boom pool, would Poseidon offer an upgrade on that? I'm going to say no, so let's take the attack.
Gonna handle this.
Nemesis.
Remember to be extra reckless since your gold is on the line. Here we go.
Then let's go.
Of course, the I guess the bigger thing going on with Helldivers 2 right now is the PlayStation Network kerfuffle, shall we call it. Sometimes it's nice to say kerfuffle instead of fuck up, right? I feel like that's the case. So, which is interesting. Like, you know, my feeling on that is if you have a product out there,
How did I lose
let's
this
hold that
bet?
thought. Does she have conversation? Okay, no. My thought on that is if you have a product out there and then you're going to impose a limitation that makes something more difficult to use, even if it's relatively minor, I think that's a problem. And in this in this specific case, it kind of also wasn't. Like, there's countries that could no longer buy the game, that could, or no longer play the game, or had to, like,
Now for the test.
lie about where their country was
There you
at.
are. The pleasantries can wait until we reunite at the crossroads and on.
Now, does that mean that maybe there's a little too much anger related to that? Possibly. Do I sometimes wish gamers would show that sort of anger for things that are more important? Definitely. But I don't know. It's also a very frustrating thing too, and a complete total cell phone by Sony on this one, I would say. But regardless, you can see we are destroying our health bar very, very quickly. So yeah, you know, give this give this build a shot, why don't you, huh? Where are they going? Hi, found ya.
Excellent.
Pretty good stuff.
Return to shadow now.
This is also, of course, not nearly as fast as you could go. I did make some decisions in room selection, not based on that, but even in that case, 328, pretty decent, right? So at this point, we now want, we probably want Hestia to try and get her cast, and then transition into the Steam-related, ooh, speaking of Helldivers 2, ooh, Steam. Anyway,
Beginning descent.
let's roll. And Selene. Yeah, we'll save the rerolls for like the mini boss room, since those are guaranteed to be boons, whereas this is not. Selene's kind of a interesting mechanic in this game. The hexes in general are.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
I see you shine already with another light. The god Apollo's doing, I should think. Fear not. His power is compatible with mine. Light envelops light, never rejecting.
Hell yeah, some hot light on light action. Hot light action. Can we get a light 69 here? Okay.
Behold,
The healing one's probably like the best, but it's obviously not offered here. So what am I talking about? But I would just go for the full moon glow one usually, unless there's one you really, really like. Getting the +2 upgrades on the Path of Stars. The Path of Stars can be fairly interesting. Let's get some more health.
you have my light.
I am avoiding like the resources for the most part, unless it's in a free room, because it does take some extra time. And while this is a very, very fast build, I don't want to get I don't want to get surprised or something, you know. Should we get more hummies? Sure. You know, I was looking at some of the negative Steam reviews for this game, just kind of out of curiosity, because obviously I love it and think it's a tremendous piece of work and just as good as the first one, if not better. Master Special? Oh, sure, why not? Why not, huh?
Little spring in my step.
But the main negatives on the Steam reviews, I suppose. Demeter, oh no. That sort of fills up our god pool in a way I didn't want.
My daughter saw in him, I could not. Yet my Kore, as I called her, she would brighten around him.
Definitely don't want that. Do I want any of this? I'll just take Tranquil Gain because I've never taken it, and we're not using magic, so whatevs. Alright. Prophecy fulfilled. Nice.
This again.
Just blast through. Yeah. Cat has jumped on my lap, so I'm trying to navigate the controller, the microphone, and everything while she gets pissy that she can't sit down. Great. Smoldering, absolutely.
Getting warmer.
So Smoldering gives us a second curse, so we can now reliably, come on, we can now reliably get privilege status online. Kind of don't need it for these particular enemies here, of course. They kind of just vanish instantly, but you'll see some lovely, lovely stuff happen with the boss here.
Too hot for you?
The Steam negative reviews, right? Ooh, there's Poseidon. Okay, good. Again, disrespecting chaos, but that's all right.
Hold still.
Yeah, the Steam negative reviews, like, people's biggest issue, I think, seems to be early on, they think it's slower than Hades 1. And I really do think it's just not being familiar with the game, not knowing what the most powerful builds are. Slippery slope, wonderful.
Adequate.
Whereas I think later on, we will definitely see some really, really fast builds like this one come out, and it'll all be a sort of tug of war on balances, right, etc., etc. Might as well.
I need this. Good.
Okay, I'm not gonna keep rolling there. I wanted to just try for Poseidon. More Demeter? Might as well.
You know, Flower, how mortals seek to be like us? Yet in so doing, they take on our ignoble qualities. Perhaps it's Lord Apollo's fault as the standard to which they aspire.
Perhaps, perhaps.
Did I offend somehow, good Lady Demeter? I
Ooh.
know the times have been quite cruel, though why don't we direct that cruelty at our enemies, instead of heaping it upon each other here?
You were just like, we're family, so we have to kill each other. What are you talking about? Okay, I mean, this is not going to be terribly relevant to us whatsoever. If we were doing a mega cast build, it would be something, but we'll just take it.
Cool and brisk.
Oh. You love a good show, don't you, lady? And we love to satisfy our fans. Don't we, gals?
All right, put a clock on this one. Special does get blocked by the shell, sadly, but that's all right. Pretty good fight. These are the kind of builds you live for in roguelikes, right? That just completely destroy the game. By the way, unsupportive shade down here.
Tomorrow night.
Pissy shade. That's a fun little callback to Hades 1 that had the supportive shade in the champ fight. I think at this point we'll probably take I'll hold on to the knuckle bones one. Aromatic File could, I think, hang on. We have a couple so it could hit one of these two. That would be nice. So let's go with Aromatic File.
Out of here.
One thing I'll say I do agree with is that I think the resource management in the game is definitely on the slow side. And it sounds like they just put out a note today that they're going to work on that balancing there, make things go faster, I'm presuming, in that front. Like my feeling would be just getting more per run would be nice, because there's obviously a lot more resources in this game than Hades 1, so speeding that all up, I am more than for. And you know that? Hi. And that's sort of that's the sort of thing that early access is for, right? Figuring that stuff out that you might not necessarily, as developers, realize until it's in the hands of the players, right? It's one of those can't see the forest for the trees sort of things. Okay, Shimmering Moonshot is definitely good. Unfortunately, I don't think the Poseidon thing actually procs off of it, but that's quite all right. The Poseidon wave does not occur on the bounce to a second enemy. Would be the way that I would describe that. Okay, let's roll pretty aggressively for Poseidon here. There we go. Sayonara.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Scalding Vapor. Okay, should I roll for the legendary? I hope we get it. I think Scalding Vapor is excellent. The legendary is maybe better for bosses, but should I roll? You know what? Don't look a green boon in the mouth, I think is the saying. So let's go with it. Ooh, you know what? Echo here could conceivably offer Poseidon Boon again.
Always
so
pleased to
let's see.
you. Pleased to see you. See you.
Okay, here we go. Manifest a copy of your most recently claimed reward, Boon of Poseidon. What I don't know for a fact, though, is whether it adds the rarity of that previous reward, because that was a mini-boss room, but let's see. There it is. Okay, so I really do think taking that specific heat here, Vow of Forsaking, has really helped here. So obviously we're taking this. Let's roll. Let's fucking do it, huh?
A wave of power.
Yeah, I'm inclined to just go for the health here, you know. Again, just because we have something insane doesn't mean I want to rest on my laurels here. It's still a tough game, undoubtedly. But yeah, you're going to see some magic happen with the Cerberus fight, without a doubt. As if you aren't already seeing some magic here. So... Right. So, okay, so you saw, while your Hex is not ready, deal plus 5% damage. That's just what we want to try and see. You have any other ways of getting to that? Not enough here. Not enough. That's all right. We got a Koopal. Ooh, I will get this resource, though. Something that's kind of interesting about specifically the pickaxe resource management is that the timer doesn't really stop. Like, I think it does when the hammer or when the pickaxe connects with the rock, but during the swings it doesn't. So it's a little bit, that's a little vexing, I feel. That's something I would probably fix. Though, perhaps on the other hand, if you're really like doing like speed runs at this point, maybe you don't care about the resource management so much anymore. But again, as previously mentioned, I think Gale Force, yeah.
I see.
But as previously mentioned, I do think they can definitely up how fast things go. Oh, come on. I thought I could just get out of there. Let's go here. All right. Hestia.
I've returned.
Sure. How many? Swift Flourish. No. I think Fire Extinguisher could be interesting, just a little bit of extra damage. This game power, we only have 2, so it's not going to do much at all. So let's go with some Fire Extinguishing. Okay.
That's hot.
Are you a fan of this build, viewer? Are you a fan? I am certainly a fan. So the 906 timer there, though.
After a furious and world-shaking clash, the dreadful Cerberus recovers his true form.
Folks are beating this game by like 40 seconds off of that current time now. So that really shows you just how much faster you can go with this thing. Ideally, I didn't go for this, but you would want to do some card stuff that would keep your health below or at 30, so you could then put on the white antler keepsake, which is a completely busted keepsake here. Let me show it real quick. So when you have no more than 30 health, you have a 40% chance to deal critical damage. Absolutely bonkers. And there's ways you can manipulate the deck so that your health stays at 30, and so that's really, really, really powerful. I didn't do this here because it's also dangerous. I didn't want to die. No, let's just keep it. Let's keep it. We will put on, however, the knuckle bones. Guardian loses minus 15% health, and you take minus 15% damage from Guardians. I think that's a hell of a thing. Will let us clear Chronos very, very fast.
Maintenance access.
Okay. Was there resources? Oh, all right.
Tula, go for
Our
it.
kitty cat can fishy fish.
Gotcha.
Wonderful.
That's a jiffy. They'll know I'm here.
If we see any more boon offerings from Poseidon, I'll be curious to see what starts to happen, because I feel like we're getting to the point where he's not going to have a ton of extra boons to offer, right? Like he can give us upgrades. Maybe that's what we'll start to see. You may also see, I know in Hades 1 there was like fringe cases where you could like buy, say, a palm, but not actually have any boons to upgrade. I think that could happen. And yeah, it would give you money back, is basically what it would do.
Whenever you return, so does a portion of my strength.
Ooh, that seems like some interesting lore. I think Old Grudge we can do. That plus the knuckle bones might just immediately put Chronos into phase 2. Phase 2 of his first health bar, I mean. Oh.
The multi-headed monster keeps his fury well in check, beside the rightful Underworld King.
Aw. I wonder if we will have an option to give him some treats at some point. Hope so. Cerberus could use treats, undoubtedly. Why am I using the attack all of a sudden? Just completely forgetting to build. Cool. That's right. It was giving the enemy a false sense of security that they're not just going to get deleted instantly. You know what? We're having some fun here. Let's just let's go, huh? Let's fucking go. Let's have some fun. Let's see how far things can go, huh? This thing has a ton of health, though.
We're settled. She's suggesting an exchange.
Scorch effects, bonus damage to armor, not really helpful to the boss. But neither is this, and, you know, epic is epic, so let's do it. More coin? Sure. Let's just clean out Charon when we get to him, huh? Let's do it. Oh, okay. These hourglass enemies, pretty obnoxious, I find. I definitely get caught in the AoE there when I'm trying to do a speed run and go, oh god. I don't like Demeter's trial. It's similar to Hades 1. Okay, so we're starting to... This is actually an interesting point. We we might get to the point where it just offers nothing but upgrades then, which could be bad.
Street cousin. Though I know actions speak louder than words.
Like, I wouldn't want to have to make an option between, like, having to upgrade our... well, actually, it wouldn't upgrade the special because it's at heroic, so I don't think it would even offer that as an option ever. So we would be okay. I definitely wouldn't want to be locked in somehow to replacing our cast, though. That would be irksome. What the heck?
Enough of this. Let's turn our combined might back in the same direction and move on.
Thank you. That's what I always say. Back burner, I suppose.
3 chambers still to go.
Ooh, sure. So you can see what I was talking about, the timer there. It goes, it continues in between the swings. I guess during the swings would be the proper vernacular. Math major here. Don't ask me grammatical questions. Two. So even though it seems like we have an aggressive amount of coin, if there's one particular resource for upgrading weapons that Charon can offer, and I think it costs 1,300 coin, which is quite intense if you ask me. I would say perhaps that is something else. Oh, jeez, that I would want to see changed. Like, I think just in general, being able to upgrade weapons more quickly is nice. That's a really nice thing. And I understand they want to incentivize you to play with the fear settings as well. Anything? No. You know what? I say let people have their fun, especially in early access here. Like, I don't know. And there could be an endless number of extra aspects as well, right? Like, there's no guarantee there'll only be 4 per weapon, right? Maybe there's no guarantee there'll only be 6 weapons either. Okay, so we did get the nightmare of these. Let's see, so I'd only be able to get the nightmare and then health, right? Yeah. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Is it called nightmare? I should double check that before I... Yes, okay.
Welcome back. You have considerable power over time, that you can turn some of my innate power against me. Perhaps your knack for this is merely a recessive family trait.
Sounds like a dominant one to me.
Don't insult me and don't fool yourself. When you took my family, you created in me a lifelong desire to see you destroyed. So I simply prepared.
A lifelong desire. Your life, girl, is but a blink of an eye to me. No one achieves abilities as yours through force of will alone, though you are no mere god. You are a witch.
Mm-hmm. So you see him take a couple of bursts of damage here. So, okay, he went straight into... I don't think I'm not sure the one we got from Hades is going to hit him because we did so much damage. No, it looks like that occurred during his invincibility phase. That's hilarious. Well, there's probably no tension on how this particular fight is gonna go, right? Oh, that was a big mistake.
Legions of the Golden Age.
Trying your Omega move right when I'm in the there. Oh, jeez.
You waste your precious time. Olympus burns.
I wonder, do we? Okay, I should have paused because you get some extra dialogue there, but.
May all my kin be damned.
For Charon.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Hell of a build, hell of a run. Obviously, we got Scalding Vapor, King Tide, and let's get the knuckle bones off of there, huh? It's Double Moonshot, Scalding Vapor, King Tide, Wave Flourish, Slippery Slope, that just vaporized everything. Look at the damage there. Poseidon Waves, 123,000 damage off of that. And the special, like, remarkably not that far off either, which is pretty interesting. Like, it almost is indicative that we, it's almost indicative that, like, we were killing enemies so quickly that the splash damage didn't actually impact as many enemies as maybe it looked like. Which is pretty funny. Yeah, we got the Quicksilver thing. 14-minute clear time, which is all right. We obviously could have gone faster, taking Chaos Gates, you know, getting some more character rooms, of course, but that's all gravy, baby.
So far beyond the scope of reasoning were the events that happened next, that committing them to words would be such folly as to not be worthy even of attempt.
Return to Shadow now.
Hell yeah.
The fates were on my side. Can you believe it, little one? I did it. I got him. What now?
Aw.
Took you long enough.
This old unfinished painting. Don't look away. Don't forget all that the Titan took from you.
I actually wanted to talk to Dora, not be all emo, but where'd she go? Oh.
What would you do if you had the tent all to yourself anyway, Dora? You could invite all the other shades and absolutely trash the place, I suppose.
Shade party, shade orgy, fuck yeah.
Share it? No, not sharing the tent is the entire point. A proper haunting has a 1-to-1 ratio between the haunted and the hauntee. Even I haven't forgotten the basics.
I don't know. I think Poltergeist had considerably more haunties than haunted.
I can't imagine all you want to do is float around in here, minus the part where we get to speak.
Plus, what, 13 ghosts? That movie? I don't think that there was 13 protagonists, was there?
Then you simply lack imagination, friend.
Ghost ship, too. After the intro, way more ghosts than people.
No need to be concerned.
So we got that, and we got that. Nice. There's no reason I'm continuing this video other than that I want to, and we can get some fun stuff, like pick up these bags of chips and talk to Eris.
I don't get you people, honestly. So set on making things the way they used to be. You, especially. You don't even know what you're missing.
We're trying to set things right, not make them how they used to be. Though, what's your point, Eris?
What's my point? What's your point? All of you are so obsessed with there being a point to everything. You do know there isn't one, don't you? Can't just let loose and have a good time?
I'll show you
Not
a
under
good
the present
time.
Circumstances, no.
I'll show you a good time.
Babe, no one ever gets me anything like this. Except the last couple of times you got me the exact same thing. But oh, I feel so bad I don't have anything for you.
Well,
It's only a gift to make you feel a little better, not worse. Don't mention it, just you enjoy. But please don't leave the empty bottle on the ground.
Yeah, I think that the littering is way worse than the curse she gives you in your first 2 runs, to be honest,
Fresh
right?
from the pot.
All right, let's
Oh, cauldron.
not prolong this any more than need to be. Hope you enjoyed this video. Try out the build before they nerf it, of course. And, you know, like, sub, comment, do all the things that you lovely people do. All right. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.